What would you do if your wife stood in the doorway at 2:17 a.m., eyes red, voice shaking, and begged you to forgive her, but refused to tell you what she had done? The glow of her phone lit half her face while the rest of the bedroom stayed swallowed in darkness. I remember the hum of the ceiling fan, the faint sound of traffic drifting in from West 57th Street, and the way her fingers trembled like she was holding back something massive. "I need you to promise me," she whispered. "Promise what?" I asked. "That you'll forgive me, no matter what." That was the moment something inside me shifted, because she wasn't asking for forgiveness. She was asking for permission. And I didn't know it yet, but everything I thought I knew about my marriage was already dead. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I didn't answer her that night. I just stared at her, waiting. She didn't say anything else. Just turned, walked back into the bathroom, and locked the door. The next morning, she acted like nothing happened. That was the first humiliation. We had brunch reservations at a small place on Lexington Avenue. She laughed, checked her phone constantly, even took a call outside. I sat there staring at my coffee, replaying her words over and over. "Forgive me, no matter what." She never said what, but she didn't need to, because people don't beg like that unless the damage is already done. Over the next few weeks, things got strange. She started going to late meetings. Her gym sessions stretched from an hour to 3. She changed her phone password. She stopped touching me. The woman who used to fall asleep on my chest now stayed glued to the edge of the bed, facing away like I was a stranger. I told myself I was overthinking, until the night I saw the receipt. It was crumpled in the pocket of her coat, a valet ticket from a hotel in Midtown. The kind of place you don't accidentally end up at. The timestamp read 11:48 p.m. The same night, she told me she was working late. My hands didn't shake. They went completely still. That was when the breaking started. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I started watching, listening, tracking. I checked phone records on our shared account. One number kept popping up, dozens of calls, all at odd hours. I memorized it. Then I followed her. It was a Tuesday evening when she said she had a team dinner in Soho. I left 10 minutes after she did and kept a safe distance. She didn't go to Soho. She turned into a parking garage near a hotel on 7th Avenue. I parked across the street, and I waited. 43 minutes later, I saw her, and she wasn't alone. He was taller than me, confident, the kind of guy who walked like the world owed him something. He wrapped his arm around her waist like it belonged there, and she leaned into him. Not hesitant, not guilty, comfortable. That image, it carved something out of me. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just watched them disappear into the hotel lobby like I had just been erased from her life. That was the moment I stopped being her husband and started becoming something else. I went home and sat in the dark for hours. At some point, the pain stopped feeling like pain. It turned into clarity. She didn't slip. She didn't make a mistake. She chose this over and over again. And that meant I had a choice too. I could confront her, or I could destroy her. I chose carefully. Over the next month, I became a ghost in my own life. Quiet, observant, patient. I hired a private investigator. I installed discreet recording software on our shared laptop. I documented everything: hotel visits, messages, photos. Her affair partner turned out to be her boss. Married, 2 kids, a public figure in their company. They thought they were untouchable. That was their mistake. I built the case piece by piece. Screenshots of texts, video footage from the hotel, financial records showing company funds being used for their meetings. It wasn't just cheating. It was misconduct, fraud, a ticking bomb. Meanwhile, she grew colder, more arrogant, like she had already moved on and was just waiting for me to catch up. One night, she looked at me across the dinner table and said, "You've been distant." I almost laughed. "You asked me to forgive you," I said quietly. Her fork froze midair. "You remember that?" she asked. "I remember everything." She leaned back, studying me like I was something boring. "Then maybe you should just do it." That was the moment I knew. She didn't respect me, didn't fear me, didn't think I'd ever fight back. So I didn't argue. I just nodded and finalized everything. The divorce papers, the evidence package, the emails. I timed it perfectly. Friday morning, 9 a.m., her office. I sent everything. To HR, to her boss's wife, to the company board, and to her. Simultaneously, Then I sat in my car outside her building and waited. It didn't take long. At 9:17 a.m., I saw chaos unfold through the glass doors. People whispering, phones ringing, her boss storming out, face pale. And then her. She looked like someone had ripped the ground out from under her. She saw me sitting in the car, and for the first time in a long time, she looked afraid. She ran toward me, knocked on the window. Please, please, just talk to me. I rolled it down halfway. You wanted forgiveness, I said. Tears streamed down her face. I didn't think you'd. You didn't think at all. You've ruined my life. I tilted my head slightly. No, I said calmly. You did that. I just made sure everyone could see it. She collapsed against the car, sobbing. People were watching. Her coworkers, strangers, everyone. The same woman who walked into that hotel like she owned the world now couldn't even stand. I drove away. Didn't look back. The fallout was swift. She lost her job, her reputation, most of her friends. Her boss's marriage imploded, and he took the brunt of it publicly, but she wasn't spared. In court, the evidence spoke for itself. The judge didn't even hesitate. I walked away with everything. The apartment, the assets, my dignity. And her? She disappeared. Last I heard, she moved out of the city. No one talks about her anymore. Sometimes, late at night, I still hear her voice in my head. Promise me you'll forgive me. And I realized something. She never asked for forgiveness because she was sorry. She asked because she thought I was weak enough to give it. She was wrong. And now, the only thing left of her is silence. The end.